Hey, good evening. Welcome. Let's talk. Welcome to our Monday review show. And tonight we're going to review episode 7 of season 5 of The Shy. And just a program note, next week we'll be back with our review for Raising Canaan season 2. Wow, time is flying. Season 2. So we're going to combine both shows next week for 3 weeks, and then we'll just go full blast into Raising Canaan for the whole 40 minutes to an hour. But tonight we got season 2. Excuse me, season 5 of episode 7 of The Shy, and I have one of the illustrious co-hosts here, as well as myself. Hopefully, Keisha will join us. But Dwayne, what's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man. Very interesting week. I must say that this episode we didn't expect anything, so we got something. Because I know that the last couple episodes had really bothered us three, as we all discussed via text last week. You wasn't able to make the show, and this week I think they surprised us a little bit because we expected another dud, and they actually came back with a very good episode, and I liked it. So what's your thoughts, brother?
Man, it was a really good episode. One thing I want to say about this episode, more so than just the storyline, is it's one of the best acted episodes of The Shy. Um, the actors did a very good job. Gemma's father, Gemma, Jake, Bakari, they all did very, very good jobs. Very tough scenes in there. You know, the hospital scene with Gemma and Jake coming in there, and the father consoling his daughter, and then when he finally gets home and he has his alone moment, breaking down and everything. It was a very, very well acted episode. It was really, really good. Storylines was good. You know, Trig having his moments with Jake, just saying, our mother's not a bad mother. She just got a problem. That was real. Um, certain things of it certain things about it bothered me. They do certain things every week that bother me. The whole tip thing is bothering me, and how that's all gonna play out. But very well acted. I did love the way that Rashad handled himself at his girlfriend's people house, and a little bit disappointed at her. Like, if this is who you dealing with, why you trying to make him pretend and be something that he's not? And you knew he was going to stumble through that. And her sister was very judgmental and just had an attitude or whatever. And one thing that they do in the Shy sometimes, they put these sneaky hate lines in there, like the La La line when she was like, "Yeah, Brandon wasn't sugar honey iced tea." Um, and in this episode, she was like, "Yo, I knew you wasn't sugar honey iced tea." Like, you know what I mean? So she do sneak those little things in there. I was proud of Jake throughout the episode, but especially when he let his big brother know, like, are you more worried about, this campaign than like what's really going on with me? Like, so that was good. You knew the showdown was coming with him and Bakari. Um, it was good though. I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was a very well acted episode.
The funniest thing about the episode, uh, that's Dre. Oh, okay, Dre. So let me say, Dwayne, that the episode was interesting for me. Like I said, I liked it, but it was a couple scenes after watching it the second time that I thought was a little crazy. And I know that you was advised that maybe we're critiquing the show a little different and a little harshly, and I think that may be right. I think that one of the things that me and you had discussed before is because season 1 and season 2, I hate to keep always bringing it up, but it was so good, so well written, so good for these younger actors that basically was jumping on the scene, and it was like, yo, boom, it really good. But I did love this episode. I did to watch Michael Epps, and then when you think about how Jake is really comes across as like a shy kid, but he's like timid with his words, and to watch the episode was really good. I think Gemma did an excellent job, and I know Gemma hasn't been your favorite the last couple seasons. I think she did a good job. We already talked about her father, how maybe the beat down from last season, how it changed him, and you see the role of a single father. I think that's really good with a single father with a daughter. He was very supportive with whatever decision she wanted to do with the baby. The Bakari thing, okay. Amar Ferguson, who plays Bakari, also played. We also know he plays in Chicago Four Force. I really liked Bakari. The only scene I thought was funny was he got patted down by security, and he didn't like getting patted down. But then when he wanted to fight the security, he drew his pistol out. I mean, going back looking at it, I'm like, well, security would have known he had the gun on him, but that's always critiquing it a little too much. You got to leave some type of imagination for some of these shows. But I really like the episode. I don't like what they're doing to Tiff. I think the whole Tiff Emmett Keisha thing, like you wasted a season and a half with Tiff. You saw Emmett basically grow as a young actor in the show. Emmett, as you always remind me, Emmett has been in every episode of The Shy. He's probably him and Kevin is the only two that's been in every episode.
Every episode.
And to watch him be a little irresponsible, then now grow to be responsible on business. All he want to do is be a good father. Like, why y'all juggling this thing with Tiff and Keisha? And then, I think the whole thing is a little too much. I think that a lot of definitely for the younger kids, even though the younger kids make a lot of mistakes, the younger kids don't be pressed. They either doing something or they not. They ain't gonna be going through all that. One of the things that I did want to say that I don't like is the growth and evolution of the character Trig, who we call Victor now. I don't like what they're doing with him. Like he came in, he was never undecided about who he loved. And now, since Armani's not in the show, it's like they got him questioning his sexuality. And he never had a problem with his sexuality. He loved who he loves. He never questioned if he was from the LGBT community. He just loved who he loved. And I think that now you had him go through all this stuff. Now you had him like the reporter. The reporter basically told him, like, look, we was never exclusive. Now
I
the
think
girl.
I think
Oh,
he
man.
caught up. Not in just the two different worlds because of he likes what he likes, but also because he likes the idea of being a councilman. He likes the idea because this was a street dude. Really, he was a street dude. Used to be in these streets with his brothers, and you know, him and Rashad did what they did when they was younger. So I think he really likes this man of the community type thing he wants to do. Um, yeah, so that's interesting. One thing I have found interesting as well, it's been about 2 episodes, maybe three, that we've seen Dre and Nina. And the whole, is the girl going to stay with them? Are they making a decision if she's going to stay with them? That's weird. Um, we all know, we've seen that, Dre has signed on to be part of Force. So is that a way of them weeding her like kind of off
Yeah.
this season because they know she's probably going to be leaving? But that's a whole storyline that they kind of left out. Um, I don't think they're doing a good job with Kev, who is one
Yeah.
of the main characters. He is the main character other than Emmett on the show. And I don't think they've done anything good for him this season.
Dre said, I like that trig, Victor. Went from the streets to pause. It's a clear message that brothers on the street can do and be anything they want. I think that was the premise. I think that one of the things that they did was having him. The whole Victor Trey character to me was very unapologetic. How they brought him in to the series, he was who he was. I think that whole signing the non-disclosure, he wouldn't have did that. He just wouldn't have did it. He'd have been like, "Listen, man, y'all gonna accept me who I am, or else. This is what I'm about. I'm about my community now." So I think them having him sign it, then you have the girl who we saw basically was in the bed with Rosalind. Well, Rosalind was leaving out the bed, so the girl got a sexuality situation going on. I just think that sometimes, as Keisha would say, they doing a little too much, and they need to hone in on some of these storylines and focus. Like Dwayne, you said about the whole Dre and Nina thing. She cheated. She told she knows she cheated. They said they're going to counseling. Like, where are we going with this? And it has been 3 episodes because it was the end of episode 5 where the girl from the lady from Child Services came there. So it's like, okay, where are we going with this? And then like her and Kevin and like first you got them like it's some tension like Kevin liked her and now it's like his sister and then Kevin and the other girl trying to tell Kevin how to share money and use her as the coach. Um Kevin, like you said, Dwayne, this season has been different for Kevin because Kevin has been as with Emmett, the main character of the show. And last we saw Kevin, he was experimenting with drugs. So we probably thought that this season we were gonna explore that storyline. And it's like this year, it's
Experiment
like
with drugs,
yeah, well he was
doing everything,
yeah, Kevin was doing everything. But
broken,
it's
freaking.
it's it's like this season they brought Kevin all the way back down to size like a little kid again.
Damn, my man Kev hit the bottle with the brown paper bag. Like, what the hell?
Kevin was drinking Night Train last year.
Yeah. You like Ned DeWano on Good Times.
So I think that they dropped him back down to size as a kid, and I know that it's hard because they're playing roles that they done kind of outgrew. If you see the actors, definitely Papa. If you ever seen Papa, who's played by Shaman Williams, Shaman, if you ever see him without his glasses, look totally different. And even now, they got him with his hair that he wears outside of character. Um, so you see the whole Papa and Bakari thing. I like that because you know that Papa comes from a religious background.
Right.
So you knew that. I thought Papa probably would have went off on him first and be like, "Yo, you made my friend lose her baby and this, that, and the third."
But he didn't know about it.
But yeah, but Papa didn't know about. So Papa probably is gonna be looking at Jake like, "Yo, you never even told me."
Never even told me. Like,
So I think that it's a as me you and Keisha has said before, going in with this series, it's a changing of the whole storyline at one time. They did like a major pivot. So with that, you see the character development. Even the characters that we didn't see this week, Dwayne. What is Tracy's purpose now? Like a couple of these characters don't serve no purpose. You brought Duda and Q in, and it's like,
I thought we would see a lot more of Stephen Williams this season. They kind of sandbagged us. But shows are known to do that. If you looked at the trailer of another show that we watched, you'd have thought the Ernie Hudson character was going to be on the whole season.
yeah,
So they just give you these little nuggets, man. But I really thought they were going to do more with the Q character. Again, I think they missed the storyline. I think in real life, he would have had a conversation with him.
yeah, and that and
Time.
and Dwayne, that is my biggest issue, is because he checked everybody when he was in before. When he came to town, he had his chair, he had his newspaper, and he had his window. And he went and checked everybody. He even went and he had to talk with his brother. And Sonny was like, "Yo, don't come around here." All
Yeah.
right. But that's still his brother. And I
So,
think that him not going to see Emmett and telling Emmett, like, look, you basically swindled my brother out of his restaurant. And my brother was a pillar in this community.
yeah.
Like at least having that man to man, older man talk like, yo, now you got to be a pillar. Now you got to be a man. Or even it's some taxation going on. It's like nothing being said. And even last week, coinciding with this episode, Dwayne, what was the whole purpose of Tiff wanting to know to connect? Because you didn't come back and follow it up this week. It was like a throw.
Um,
Like,
it, it's like I said, it was a good episode. You can find a lot. You can find things to be critical about it. Um, yeah, it was pointed out to me that maybe we're too critical sometimes, but I can't change the way that I go about it. I know different people view things differently. I know younger people are really enjoying it, and those of us that watch a lot of TV and been around a lot of shows, you know, we appreciate the nuanced things. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can't. My favorite episode of this season was probably episode 3, the Christmas episode. But this may sound strange with me saying that. This was the best acting I've
mhm,
seen all season
mhm.
in a couple of years. I just thought I'm repeating myself again, but I want to say it. I just think those 4 actors did an amazing job with a tough storyline. It's tough.
Yeah, yeah. Dwayne, you mentioned something to me last week, even though you didn't have an opportunity to be on the show in text. When we talk about a step back, Maisha's character took a step back
Yeah, she did.
because now Gemma's her manager, but she was already confident in rapping before, and
She had
it's
a
like,
model. She had a modeling gig and everything, like
yeah,
the roof, and they took her all the way back to like her having no confidence and being able to get in front of people. Like that was a pivot.
and even the way she said it, she was like, I saw it from the stage. It was Bakar. It just seemed odd how that was acted. I mean, like you said, that
Wouldn't
whole,
be that timid with it.
yeah,
She would be Maisha. Like
yeah,
I remember when Maisha first stepped on the scene, she didn't care what she said or what she did. She wanted Kevin. She made no secret of it,
yeah,
and she was, she bum rushing. And then even last year, she was just. So it's just weird that they kind of like, I don't want to say softened her up. That may be the wrong thing for me to say.
yeah. Like Dre said, she was more confident
Yeah,
last season, the last couple seasons before up until now.
right.
So I really liked it. I'm looking forward, and as we know, we saw the previews, and I just think that going forward, they need to hurry up and clear this
I
Tiff
tell
Keisha
you,
thing up. I don't want to
I
see it no more.
what I'm rooting for, and I find myself rooting for him anyway. But I'm really rooting for Emmett for next week that he does the right thing and don't fall in the trap she trying to set for him. Cause she gonna go out of her way to try to show Keisha that he still ain't ish. You know what I mean? Cause you saw in the trailer, she was like, girl, he ain't da da da, and she was like, well, he's changed now. So I'm hoping they don't have him fall back into old habits. Because then why did we go through the whole Emmett and Keisha
Yeah, why do we
black
do?
love thing anyway?
Yeah, and next week's episode is centered around Valentine's Day, so it should be interesting. It should be. Hopefully, they don't have because they love having sex scenes with Emmett gutting the fish out because
Yeah,
you know
they
Jacob
went
Lattimore he definitely could say that he be in some good scenes.
they went from Christmas to didn't tell us about New Year's and now they have Valentine's. Like,
Yeah. So I look forward to it. Dre. I don't know if it's the final season. I haven't heard anything about whether they've been renewed. Yeah, I agree with you too that Tiff is confused, and I thought
young,
her confusion when I mentioned it was like she is young, but the
young.
confusion it's like she never had a fallback plan. Like she been selling weed, and then she had to basically go to her mother's house. Then she realized that wasn't it. She went to Rob's house. Rob is more established, more level headed, and it's like
She gonna
I,
blow that.
she's gonna blow it, and you see that she's gonna be back on that twin bed at her mother's house. So
We'll have B2K pictures on the wall. So that tell you how young she was. Her mother even said it in one episode about her getting pregnant at 16. So you
yeah,
figure she's probably still like 22 years old, man.
if you make sure you guys, anybody that's watching on YouTube, make sure y'all hit the like button. It's very important for the
Like,
algorithm.
subscribe,
I know I
subscribe.
don't really say it much, but in order for the channel to grow, viewership and likes have to be kind of like matching up. So if you don't mind, just hit the like button, and it'll help the algorithm grow.
Like,
So Wayne, so
subscribe.
Wayne, so Wayne, what do you think is gonna happen? Are they gonna bring like what's Duda? Who is Curtis? Who's Duda now? Like this was your guy, like, and we seen you know a change in him, and it's like where are we going now?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I thought we were gonna see more of Stephen Williams. Um, you know, I thought we was gonna see him take the streets back a little bit more. Um, Surprised we haven't seen as much of Rosalind as we did. I'm not surprised that she's trying to take over um, the center and everything that they're trying to have go on there. I don't know that Tracy can really run it the way she wants to run it now
Hmm.
because she's conflicted because people are saying things about the things that she's done in the past. So now she's like, yo, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, you know, because of all the Ronnie situation and Ronnie killing Coogie
I don't think, hey,
and
Dre,
Bakari.
I don't think Tracy could check Rosalind, man. Because how I want to know how Rosalind knew that Tracy was the reason why Cookie got killed anyway. And it's interesting because if that came out, it would change how a lot of people view her.
Yeah.
It would, you never know how Jada and them may look at it. You never know how Kevin. We got to remember Kevin's role in all this. Kevin shot Ronnie.
Yeah, but they don't even, you got to think about it, Q. We don't have to remember his role in it because they don't bring it up.
Yeah,
It's as if he
it's
had
like it
nothing to
never
do with it.
happened, right?
Right. But
Only the fans remember that happened.
yeah, for him, the way it's been written, his piece of it is not really talked about that much.
Yeah, yeah. You would have thought that Kevin, in his moment, would have told Papa and Jake like, "I shot somebody.
And
I
they don't
shot."
show
He never
anything
said it.
of, because remember when Brandon left, Brandon was that mentor, so to speak, older guy that Kevin and Emmett both looked up to. And then they had the situation where Emmett was like, yo, we're going to be all right. I'm gonna take care of it. And they don't even communicate anymore. They could
Yeah,
be because Emmett got 3 kids at home, and now you say 4 with little Ronnie, you know?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting where they're going with it, what they do. And, I know that as writers, they may not want to rehash other episodes, but for us as fans, supporters of the show that watch it, we want to piece together these old storylines, and in a way, we really need to separate not only each season, but each episode is their own little show, and just don't even think about what happened in the prior
Yeah.
episode.
Again, she has been trying to use this season 5 as a reboot. She's trying to reboot the series. So that's why she may not be bringing as much of the old story into the new.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see, man. I'm really interested in the next couple episodes. I'm not gonna lie. One of the things that we did the first 2 seasons that we decided to do the review was we would always sputter at the end to get through, and I
Yeah.
think that because this was the episode 7 and 8 usually be like real dreary and dry.
Right.
This episode kind of got me looking forward to Friday morning. Friday morning, everybody know when the shy drops. Dwayne will usually watch it first, and he'll hit me like, "Yo, it was good. I'm watching it the second time," or it was all right. So that'll give me some enthusiasm on watching, looking forward to Friday. And I want to ask you about that, Dwayne, with Showtime and I want to know if Stars are going to do it with Raising Canaan. Are they going to wait till Sunday, or are they going to do what Showtime did and drop these shows on Friday morning?
Well, I think in the essence, dropping it on the app on Fridays has been a win for the Shy, because you're not getting all those leaked videos. They had to take control of that, man. Like, there was too many leaks of all these series last year. So this is what Showtime has decided to do, because they do it with City on the Hill as well, which is available on Friday. So I think it's an effort for them to limit the amount of times their content is leaked.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
I like I said,
if I had to put a rating on last week, I would give it a 6.5. Because I thought the acting was phenomenal. Again, still a little bit of holes in the storyline. I do find it intriguing that Bakari is so impulsive. Like, he reacts. He doesn't think. And of course, he got that chip on his shoulder. But he considers his actions after the fact. Even if you see it, he was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. He will be remorseful, and it's genuine. His remorse is genuine. It's just he's so damn impulsive in the
one
moment
one of
that
the things one of the things
yeah.
that Dwayne and it has been my biggest pet peeve about the writers saying they're all over the place. Character development is very for me. That's one of the biggest things in anything that I watch. I could get through a season or two just on the strength of good writing, good acting. But when I need to see develop of characters, and I'm highly upset that Ahmad Ferguson, who plays Bakari, we know nothing about him. He's been in the Shy since the beginning. He's been around, and we give us some background of him. Tell us who he is. Tell us why he has no family. Why like what was he Kookie? I guess he must have been Kookie's best friend because he revenged his death by killing Ronnie. I mean,
Right.
I just think that by them not doing that, it's not giving us enough, even to the point of okay, whatever happened with the character with Reg, with Bart, and the character that he was playing as Reg, that's neither here nor there. But tell us about Treg. Y'all telling us he was in the street, he come back, but was he in the street? Then you say him and Rashawn used to run together. Rashawn went to jail, he didn't go to jail. And it's like, where did he get any money from? They turned the trap house that Reg used to sell drugs out of into their place of residence. It's the same place. I just think that and we I don't want to rehash it, Dwayne. That
I,
sometimes you gotta not leave the fans
yeah.
guessing like this.
Well, I think again, our critical eye, we trying to make it too much real life. I don't think the average person that's watching the show cares. They're just in the presence of the show. You know what I mean? But with us doing review shows and been doing it for a few years, we're looking at that. Most people, they're living in the present. They ain't trying to look for them. Oh man, they ain't bridging what happened season 2 with this season 5. You know.
I'm gonna give I'm gonna give this episode a 7, Dwayne. Anybody in the chat that want to rate the episode, we have a scale of 1 to 10 on what we view the episode as. If you want to say what you view the episode as, just put the number in the chat, and we'll just talk about who said what. And we're not gonna question you. We all got a different lens of what we see. I'm gonna give it. I really like the episode.
Yeah,
King gave it an 8, Dwayne.
it's a really good episode, man. I'm not
Now,
surprised.
now, mind you, you guys, Episode 3 was Dwayne's first ever out of any review show. And Dwayne loves Raising Kanan, you guys. Raising Kanan in those 10 episodes never got a 10. But episode 3 of season 5 of The Shy, Dwayne gave it a 10.
My favorite
That was the
episode.
first 10 Dwayne ever got.
So I went up to a 6, man, because you got to remember where I'm coming from. The last couple of episodes, I was down at the 1 level.
Yeah, Dre gave
know?
it an 8. Tyrone gave it an 8.5. Yeah, Tyrone.
What?
No.
Tyrone gave it an 8.5.
No. The reason why Tyrone gave it an 8.5, we have to remember, Tyrone does not like Force.
That's right.
He thinks Force is unrealistic.
That's right.
Tyrone could get with all the other shows we do.
Yeah,
but
that's
Force,
right. That's right.
Force drives Tyrone up the wall.
Nuts,
Look, watching Force, I think Tyrone get more mad at watching Force than if the Lakers or the Packers lose a game, because Force drove him
it bothers him.
crazy.
It really does. That's why I was surprised by the rating, but I forgot it's Force. He can't mess with him on that Force.
See, Tyrone understand the dynamics of being younger, and you know how it is in any inner city. So, but the Force thing, how Tommy just went to Chicago and just started taking. Oh man, I kind of didn't want Tyrone to watch our review show when we would do Force, because I'm like, damn, he's showing support while watching the show, but Tyrone getting mad by watching us talk about it.
It's crazy, bro.
Tyrone said, I really liked the episode besides her getting shot. It was cool. I love. Well, I don't think she got shot. I think she just got trampled in the melee, because he did shoot the gun up in the air.
You man got shot, Q.
Well, I don't. They had him up in the air. He bust off too.
True.
He
did hit the ground kind of hard. But, somebody said to me, this young lady I know that watched it, though she's sad what happened, she feels like them two wasn't ready to be no damn parents anyway. And I said, well, damn, man.
That's cold.
That's cold, man. That's cold-blooded.
That's cool. Dwayne, one thing in the prior episodes, the boring last 3 episodes, 4, 5, and 6,
snooze fest.
We knew the shoe was going to drop on something. We knew something was coming. I didn't know if it was going to be a miscarriage like they had, but you knew another shoe was going to drop. And I'm just mad that they're doing this to Trig, man.
I'm interested to see how Papa going to handle himself the last 3 episodes, because I think inside, and you see the way he looked, like you got to look at his facial expressions as an actor this year, because he's thinking, yo, everybody's dissing me. Like, I've always had everybody's back, whether it be Maisha, whether it be Cam.
Make sure y'all hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. I'm about to put some comments up, Dwayne. I have a comment. I need you to, Tyrone, I'm going to put your comment up. Dwayne's facial expression is going to tell it all. I'm not even going to read it. Dwayne's going to read it.
I can't see it. It's too small.
Tyrone said, how many trannies is this guy going to sleep with, though?
It's a lot of them.
But see, Tyrone, my thing is right. Okay, they wrote that he dealt with Amani when he came, right? They went to this gay bar. We know that he got into it with the guy, whatever, about his sexuality. And it's like now, ever since old girl pushed up on him at the table, he's like, you hitting on me? Like, do he like girls? Because Rashawn said to him in a couple episodes ago, like, yeah, Joe. Because he always called him Joe. I don't know why he called him Joe, but he said Joe.
That's what cats back in the day up in that area called people. Like, what up, Joe? Even if your name ain't Joe, that's what they do in that area of the country.
He said, yeah, Joe. Remember how the girls used to always be on you? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with Victor Trigg. I don't know where they're going with it.
You know what he likes? He likes females of a certain persuasion.
Not a female.
I understand. But to him, he thinking he got that damn Malik Yoba in him. Malik Yoba is quoted. And this is real life. This ain't no series. but they're women. I like women, but they're women. And people have to keep saying to him, Malik Yoba, they're not women. But to him, they are. Like, so, could be the same thing with Trig, man.
Yeah. Nicole, you said you cried 2 times. Yeah, it was a tough scene, and it was a good scene for those actors. I mean, like Dre had started watching. He binge watched the first 5 seasons, and when you look at older pictures, Dwayne will always catch some old pictures and we'll share it. And when you look at how they grew up in
Yeah,
the
they
last 6 years, because they took a year off. A lot of people don't remember they actually took like 18 months off 1 year between season 3 and 4. You see how they grew up, and it's like, wow, they really getting big. Because
yeah,
Kevin was the funniest thing is that the actress who plays Keisha, you guys, the actress who plays Keisha is 30 years old, but she looked like a little boy body. She is frail and she looks young, but she is old. She's actually the oldest out of the kids. She's actually older than Tracy.
that's crazy.
She's Yes, y'all. Keisha is actually older than the actress who plays Tracy. The actress who plays Tracy is under 30. If that's accurate, but they've been saying she's under 30. Yeah, yeah, Tyrone, his play fiance, she is a nice looking young lady, but try to try to understand where they're going with that. Dre, you said totally changed. Dre, that was the thing that I wanted to tell you is I would never tell you the show, but I was in fear of that. That once you got through season 1 and 2, you would get so disappointed that you would not want to do 3 or 4. Yeah, you got to be careful, Dre, with Tracy. Dwayne is on her like a cheap suit.
More Tracy, man. Like, if they want to continue to get tens, more Tracy, man. You know,
Nicole, you said you cried when Shad gave the speech. I didn't really like the speech. I thought the speech was a little.
I thought I disagree with you. He loved this woman, man, and he thinks this woman is what's good for him. I appreciated his speech, man.
He said, "Yeah, I was locked up," but I thought he was gonna get a more liquored up. Definitely when he said to him, "How you like your scotch?" He didn't know what the man was saying. But I'm glad that little scene is over with because I kind of like and I like what they've done this season with Jason Weaver's character. Like Dwayne said a couple episodes ago, we knew that Jason Weaver was going to sing eventually, and I'm
Yeah,
glad
but
that
not
how they
only
doing
that,
that.
like he had a very good scene this week too. Like you could see his disappointment in Bakari, and he was like, "Man, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go, man." Like, he told him, like, "Yo, man, you gotta go, man." And like I said, man, Jake showed that he really do. I think he really do love Gemma, man. He went and got in the hospital bed with her. You know, the father stepped aside, let Jake be that comforter that his daughter needed at the time, but she needed him as well too. And
Yeah,
his limping ass, she needed him.
yeah, he's still walking around with that cane. So looking forward to next week. I know I just want one thing to be gone with the Shy this season. If the Shy decides to come back for a sixth season, please don't bring that earpiece back. Let the earpiece go. It's time. It's
There's
time to
time,
go. The
time to
earpiece needs
retire
to
it.
go. It's time to
Especially
retire the earpiece.
that man ain't even 50. See, this is where they be.
Tyrone said Gemma looked like Victor. Tyrone, Tyrone, the way.
No, see, now we're not gonna do that. That we're not gonna do. But let's be honest, man. They do dress her up too grown. You see the outfit she wore to
Yeah,
the hip hop review?
yeah.
Like you saw the
And
outfit
then
she wore? I
one
thought
minute
she
she
was
got the
no,
one
hold
minute
up.
one minute
I
she
thought
got the Jackson 570 afro. Then the
listen,
next minute she got her hair straightened, Joe.
I'm like, I thought she was going to junior prom. Like, what the hell she got on? Going
Yo,
to
she
like a
yo she
kid
got it. Yo,
concert.
She talked about she didn't want to go to college. What the funniest thing? Oh yeah, Maisha ripping up her college acceptance letter. I thought that's what Maisha wanted to do. That was her mother's dream, but that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to get out the projects.
Too. She wanted to get out the projects.
Yeah, so Dwayne, I guess they'll never show your boy the school teacher no more because they
That's
all
cool.
go to school together now, and they go on, whatever they do, they all go to school together now. I don't know what happened, but they all ended up in
Well,
the
you know
same
what
school.
happened. They both got kicked out of that school for that fight. Because that man said we have zero tolerance.
Yeah.
So they kicked Kev and Jake out of that school. Go back where you're from. It's basically what they said to them.
Yes.
Ain't no Centennial in the Shy. Y'all know what Centennial is? Who know about Centennial?
You was going to Westfield, y'all.
When you went to Westfield.
The back of Westfield in the back.
The back.
Not the front, in the back.
Yeah, you went to school with cats.
You was charted on little buses, and you wasn't going there because you was ED. You wasn't going there because you was LD. You was ED. And I ain't gonna tell y'all what ED stand for.
You was up in there with cats from Linden, Elizabeth,
all the tough guys. But anyway,
y'all better be glad Centennial ain't have a sports team.
Oh yeah, they would have been the best in the state. They would have been best in the state. All grades 1 through 12. They'd have had 10th graders playing. Everybody would have played 6 quarters of varsity sports. But anyway, appreciate you guys for joining us tonight.
Yes, big. Like, before we go, man, I'm gonna put a poll out to the people in the chat. Is Emmett gonna sleep with Tiff? Yes or no? What's your thoughts? We need to know before we wrap this up.
We gonna
it's a preview going in the next week. Is Emmett going to sleep with Tiff?
Tiff show up late night wanting them boots knocked. What y'all think? We gonna wait. I don't think he gonna do it, Dwayne.
I'm hoping he don't do it, man. But I don't know.
Tyrone said nah, she played him. He ain't gonna do it.
All right, there you go. I agree, man, but I don't know. I think he gonna hesitate. He gonna think about that.
I gotta realize Emmett is weak for them guts. For guts. He is. Emmett always failed tests for guts.
Yes.
He's never been disciplined. Like he started giving that look, and y'all know Jacob Lattimore, his facial expressions is priceless. And he started doing that dumb look like he confused, and next thing you know, he be up in something.
Yeah, man. That's it. So we just got
that's it.
All right, but I agree with Todd, man. I don't think he's gonna do it.
I don't think he's gonna do it neither.
I'm hoping.
Hopefully he pass that test. But anyway, you guys, appreciate you guys this week, man.
Yeah, man. We appreciate it. Next week, double show.
Remember to make sure you guys hit the like button. It's really important for the algorithm for the channel to grow.
Subscribe and share as well, man.
Subscribe and share. It's one of the things about hitting the like button. That is the best way to support somebody's channel. A lot of people may not realize it, but anybody that has a YouTube channel or watches YouTube, that you'll always see people that's on YouTube saying, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. But all of the things that we use, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of this stuff is based off of the viewers' likes, the viewers, what triggers the viewer, and then it promotes the channel, so to say. So that's why you always hear people say hit the like button. And this is why we always encourage people to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. That's the best way to support. You too, Tyrone. With that, take care, everybody.
Oh, if he said later, because I can't see it.
Take care, and we will see you guys again next week. Double show. And interesting week coming. Interesting week to watch both of these shows.
Come on, Emmett. Don't fall for it, bro.
Take care, you guys. And we'll see you guys.
Play those videos all week.